Hello, welcome. My name is Moyo, and as you may have noticed, there's been a slight change to the YouTube environment for me. So the name is now Grow with More, and I'm probably gonna skip why I decided to change the name, but in summary, I think it's describes kind of where I see this channel going more. I want to talk more about personal development, professional development as a whole, becoming a better version of yourself, self-improvement and all of that. And I feel like Grow with More captures those things better than the corporate body. So let me reintroduce you. Welcome to Grow with Mo. My name is Mo, as in Moyo. And in today's video, I want to talk about intentionality with long distance friendships. So I'm going to share 5 things that I think are helpful to build and maintain long distance friendships, not relationships. Let's get to it. One of the most important part of growth for me is building relationships, quality relationships. And I think that to be successful in life generally, having the right people around you, having quality friendships and relationships in your life contributes a huge portion to that, which is why I think it's important that we talk more about friendships and how to build and maintain quality friendships. Okay, so I think we can all agree that friendships require a lot more intentionality than they used to when we were younger. When we were younger, we had things, common activities that brought us together, and it kind of made it more organic. Like maybe you went to high school together, or the same church or whatever, and there were less responsibilities that our individual lives had in them at that point, where it made sense to have a higher energy for those friendships back then. But now I'm finding that as we're getting older, and everybody has a lot more responsibilities in different ways, in different ramifications, it's becoming more challenging to be more intentional with friendships, especially our long distance friendships. So let's see what's the first thing that I think has been helpful for me, and I think would be helpful overall in maintaining long distance relationships or friendships. Number 1, I think, is to first set expectations. Understand where you both are at in life. If the person that's relocating is moving for a job or school, understand what's involved in that, the time zone differences, the situation that each of you are going to be in during the process of long distance, or while you're already in the long distance friendship. So setting those expectations and adjusting them to reality, I think, is very important, because a lot of times we expect that the relationship we had with our friends while we were in close proximity would kind of be similar to what it would be in long distance. But we need to know that both individuals are now being exposed to a new reality. If it's one friend that moved away to another city, now they're trying to get settled in. They're probably away from family and things that are familiar to them. There's a lot more stimulation that they are having to go through. So if you're the friend that's still in the home country, it might feel a little weird now, and then you think about time zones, maybe you call them and they don't pick up, or just all of those things. So it's very important to adjust those expectations, to know that it's not going to be exactly the same way anymore. And how do we create this new dynamic where we can both feel loved, where we can both feel cared for, while also being conscious of the surrounding environment and things that are going on around both individuals. So this might sound crazy, but I actually schedule time to talk to my friends. Like I put it on my calendar or set a reminder to say, hey, call so and so by 7 p.m. on Friday. It is that crazy because adulting is a whole mess. And I think that you might need to get to that level of intentionality to be able to maintain those friendships, because it's just, life is getting much more involved. People are getting married, having kids, getting new jobs with more responsibilities, and there's just so many things that are piling up. And if you don't like put things, at least for me, if I don't put things on my calendar, it's never gonna get done. Like it's literally not gonna get done. So I think it's important to find your way of actually noting down that this is something that's important to me as well. Call my friend by this time, and then check in with them as well. Sometimes it takes several back and forth to actually find a perfect time, and that's completely okay. Again, remember my first point was setting expectations. It's very important to communicate those expectations so both parties feel like involved in the process. So if it means setting an alarm, writing it down somewhere in a notebook, I put it on my work calendar because I'm mostly in that like for the most part of the day. So it helps to just have it there at the forefront of my mind, to give them a call, send them a text even, to say, hey, just thinking about you, all of that. It counts. The third thing you can also do to maintain long distance relationships is to be active on social media with them. Like, if you're not even the kind of person that posts on social media, I know, take advantage of all of these different apps that you're on already to stay in touch with your friends. And it might not be to the level of depth as having a phone call, scheduling a time to actually talk and catch up, but like, using Snapchats, start a Snapchat streak with your friend, and that way every day you guys are kind of staying in touch, and there's like a line of communication that's just kept. It's a nice gesture too. Send them memes are very, very like in fact they are important in friendships. Like it's very important to send memes. It's a way to say, oh hey, I thought about you, I found this funny, and I thought about you. It's a very cute gesture in my opinion. You don't only do that for like romantic partners, but friendships as well. Send memes, random thoughts that come to mind. Just text them, oh, I was thinking about this and thought about you. Take pictures and send it to them. Pictures of things they might like, pictures of yourself. Ask for a picture of them as well. Picture of like, their new environment, what's going on. Ask about like, what they're doing right now in their lives and things that you feel like you're excited about. Ask about those things and ask for like updates through these social media channels. That's one way I think it can also help to keep that communication flow going. So we're at a point now in long distance friendships where you cannot just up and go as you would like to say, I want to come help you. Maybe you have a friend that's moving and they need some help. You might not be able to provide that in person, which are ways that I feel like act of service might be. People that have act of service as their love language might feel deprived in this situation, but it doesn't have to be that way. Other ways that you can be there for your long distance friends: ask about maybe their apartment hunting, and try to offer to do research on the area and find apartments for them. Do like a deep research and try to see how you can help them do something virtually or plan something virtually. You can offer to help, like get tours scheduled for them. You can offer to call around, ask around about stuff. Or maybe if the person is job hunting, you can help them go through their resume and say, hey, can I help you review your resume? You can help them find jobs online and like even help them apply. Yes, like if you can also like get every information that's needed, because like when somebody's job searching, it can be very like mentally draining to start looking for to start applying to multiple jobs over and over again. And you can offer to help relieve some of that stress by actually helping them to apply to jobs. You can if they're planning an event, you can offer to help them like put together like a notion. I had a friend, I'm currently planning my wedding, and one of my friends helped me put together like a Notion website that brought everything together into one place, and it was such a huge help for me because it relieved my mental like notes into one place. I was already going crazy about how many things that needed to get done, and she just basically put all of these things together in like one big checklist, and it was such a great help. This friend doesn't live close to me, and that was something that made me feel closer to her. So that's a good way. Offer to help them do research, do something that can be done virtually and relieve some stress from them. That's a good way to connect. Number 5, send them food. Yes, send them food. Nobody says no to food. Everybody eats. So you can send takeout anywhere in the world right now. Like you can literally, like if you're in the US, you can use DoorDash. If you're in Nigeria, you can use like an Instagram vendor or whatever. Like there's so many ways that you can actually be intentional with your friend. Like just buy them dinner. Maybe they're having a bad day or they've been having a bad day. Send them dinner, send them flowers, just send them. It doesn't have to be something like huge, like a big gift. Send them like a $5 Starbucks gift card. Like I have friends that randomly would just send us like Starbucks gift card, like, hey, coffee's on me today, and it just brightens up my day. And I think about it the whole day, like, oh, this person got me this, and it means a lot. If they're like moving into a new place, send them a housewarming gift. Send them like something that has a touch of like, I'm thinking about you, I know you, I love you, and even though we're far apart, we're still connected. Send them that would be a way to like keep the connection and the conversation going. I know sometimes it's not always financially viable to be able to send gifts, because for some of us that have a lot of friends, it might be hard. But like, we could even think about something like something handmade and just having mailed to them if that's feasible. Or maybe they have something that they're doing online, support their online business. That's a gift that you can give to someone as well. Refer them, refer somebody to them for their business so they can, make some money. So it doesn't have to be financially draining to gift a friend. You can find very creative ways to still give them a gift. Finally, I know long distance friendships are becoming harder and harder, especially with like the way the world is going right now, but it doesn't have to be something that we completely throw away and lose important relationships in our lives because of distance. We should hope to give the same level of energy that we give romantic relationships to platonic friendships. So I think it's very important that you actually look for ways that might be unique to you and your friend, and find ways, talk about it, like have conversations like, hey, how can I be a better friend to you this season of your life? How can I be a better friend to you this year? And then also give each other grace. Understand that like times there's ebbs and flows of life, and sometimes you're not as close as you like to be because of the different seasons that you're in. That is totally fine. All I would just say is make sure that the communication line is not completely broken. Try to keep it in and just adjust to the new norm for both of you. And life, like I said, ebbs and flows. You have moments where you're super close to certain people, moments where you're not so close. Make adjustments accordingly and allow both of you evolve. Allow both of you to exist in your new environment. Allow both of you to exist in your new worlds while still keeping the connection, while still sticking to the connection. I hope this has been informative. If you found it useful, please hit the subscribe button and thumbs up this video, and see you next time. Bye.